Okay, today here we're starting a quick comparison of Rquantlib option Greeks charts and foptions option Greek charts, which are lesser known. They're not very well publicised. I'll run through the foptions Greek charts. There is in foptions a thing called GBS characteristics in which you can plot the Greeks in a chart. The actual stock is a futures options on the Deutschmark, and it's at the money, and it's 270 days, which is not what I personally trade, but it's the example that was given. And we'll run it. First you've got to run the foptions library, and which I've done. So we'll just run it. And we'll look at the results. As you can see, the code is a sequence. There's not much I can explain there. That's the y-axis minimum maximum. That is the sequence of prices from 1.4 to 2. 1.7 was the strike price. Length of 50, so there's quite a range. Y min, y max is the range of the prices, and for 1 to 4 is days, from 130, 90 to 70 days, and GSBS Greeks selection, which is I, which is delta, theta, vega, rho, and type flag is call, and there's all the various stats, and your print lines. It's a conventional plot chart. Now the results here is of the original. It's a premium, delta, theta, vega. You use that for getting the y min, y max if you want to do a for loop for the charts. Now, in order to get the charts to look like the pretty ones I'm going to show in our quant library, you'd isolate the charts individually and put in legends and coloured lines and axis titles and things. But this is a quick and dirty approach, but it shows basically that they're very similar. Now look at the first one, which is a delta. It's the delta for the 4 different months, and next is the theta for the 4 different months, and next is the vega. Vega is the volatility measure for the 4 different months. You can see the further out month is much bigger and it contracts to virtually nothing, which is standard. And that is the rho, which is not often used. The other one has gamma instead, which is more common because that's a hedge parameter. Rho is really measuring the interest rate. But seeing as it's a futures option on the Deutschmark, it's probably very pertinent rather than gamma would be for an equity. But that's the rho. Alright, so that's that. And we'll move on to our quant library. And we'll run these. There's the charts, they're nice. We'll move up and just run it again. Install packages depends. Library, quant library, we'll run it again so you can see. It's a European option on GDX ETF, gold ETF, VanEck GDX gold ETF, gold miners ETF. There's the price, the sequence there. There's a volatility sequence there. This is by volatility rather than days, so it's different. And as you can see, the charts are isolated to give more detail, and they've added more formatting and headings and things. It's a lot more complex than the other one, but the other one can mirror this, and you could make it as pretty. You can see there This is a much nicer looking chart. It would work, the other ones could be made the same, but they're very similar. I didn't use the same underlyings to measure, so I wanted to get this out quickly just to compare for people. And I'll put the actual code just on RPubs on the free domain, public domain, because this is in our markdown. When I knit the markdown, I'll stick it on there. So you're welcome to have a look at it. They're not very well known libraries, Rquantlib and their foption libraries. They've got fantastic stuff in them. So yeah, they're well worth checking out for option traders. Okay. I suppose you can... Oh yeah, they're all in a sequence, yeah. Okay, well, thanks for that. Okay. Bye for now.